According to a survey done by the American Institute of Cleaning, 75% of college students don't feel prepared to clean their space. 50% say it's due to lack of motivation, and the other 50% say it's due to lack of time. We're all exhausted college students, especially being at SCAD. Time isn't really existent. But what if I told you that it takes me 20 minutes or less a day to clean my entire apartment? I've studied various books, YouTube videos, and organization methods, and I found the KonMari Method. The KonMari Method has helped me both physically and mentally clean my space and declutter it. Today we're going to talk about the KonMari Method and ways to declutter. First, we're going to talk about our change in mindset when we declutter. Second, we're going to talk about how to declutter. And third, we're going to talk about storing those items that you decluttered. Our first point is let's talk about our mindset. Based on the KonMari Method, a big element of it is changing our mindset on how we feel around clutter. Doing so means taking a moment to pause. I'll use the example of this. Take your arm and whatever's around you at an arm's length. Ask yourself, are these things really necessary? Are these things helpful to me? Asking yourself those questions can really help you. Another component of mindset decluttering is don't do it all at once. Based on an article, The Spruce, it talks about the KonMari Method, and it says, our time's already taken up with so much stuff. Consistently getting rid of stuff and unnecessary items is a lot better than doing it all at once, which, frankly, SCAD students don't have time for. Everything doesn't need to be done at once. This is about adding little mindset switches to your day. I know I've struggled with this, but I've always wanted to clean all at once and then overwhelmed myself instead of actually helping myself and my mindset. Now let's talk about putting this into practice, which brings me to point 2, using the KonMari Method of decluttering. The decluttering comes in 3 components. The first is tidying up your space by doing it all at once. The second is tidying by category. And the third is asking yourself the question, does this bring me joy? Tidying up your space at once. Once you see everything in your space all together, it really helps. An example of this is take everything out of your closet and stuff in drawers and put it all in one place. Tidying by category, not your location, is super helpful. What I mean by this is take everything like we said, like your clothes in the drawers and your clothes in the hangers, and put it all on your bed or just some flat surface. In doing so, it helps you see everything all at once and be able to declutter further from that. A big question to help determine your success in decluttering is to ask yourself the question, does this bring me joy? Asking yourself that question and going right to the source of the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, she says, I've been so focused on what to discard, on attacking the unwanted obstacles around me, that I'd forgotten to cherish the things I love, the things I wanted to keep. What this means is focus on the things that bring you joy, not what you want to get rid of. Through this experience, I came to the conclusion that asking myself that question, especially for clothes, I can hold it up and ask myself, do I have joy when I look at this item? And if not, I should get rid of it. And I do. Look at your piece yourself and ask yourself, do I really need this item? Does this item really bring me joy? And focus on the things that bring you joy. Now that you have an understanding of what to declutter, let's talk about the third main point. How to store those items. Don't dwell on storage. Marie Kondo likes to say, ultimate simplicity in storage is key. What this means is, rather than storing things in various places, store them all together, which will help you in the end save time and have a more clean home. Next, learn to fold your clothes. This is a simple and easy gesture, and it was done in a Netflix show, Tidying Up with Marie Kondo, where she argues that folding clothes can be quite fun. I don't entirely think that, but she showed a method on how to fold clothes, which I attempt in this video. want to feel joy when we open our drawer, open our closet. This is a great way to do that, and it's simple and easy to follow. Another thing that ties everything together is storing everything together. Like we decluttered, everything is going to be stored together and all in one place, which again will save you time, which is what every college kid needs. To conclude, we talked about how to declutter using the KonMari method. First, we talked about how to change our mindset. Second, we talked about how to physically tidy up your space and declutter. And third, we talked about how to store those items. Decluttering isn't about being perfect. It's about creating an environment that is helpful to you and supports you rather than overwhelms you. It's about surrounding yourself with the little joys and asking yourself that question, does it spark me joy? Don't take my word for it. As Marie Kondo also says, the question of what you want to own is actually the question of how you want to live your life. So live it.